What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the BBB Gaming News channel. If you want to hear the other side of the news, subscribe and turn on notifications. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Ricochet anti-cheat and how they've now incorporated new code to detect other features. So, let's crack on with the news. Ricochet anti-cheat has been, well, somewhat of a slow ride. They incorporated things gradually, and this seems to be occurring. It's causing more problems for people who are willing to cut corners and cheat. A lot of people have asked questions in the past about whether or not the use of a VPN is cheating, whether or not the use of an unlocker tool is cheating. Well, it would appear that Ricochet anti-cheat is now starting to answer some of those questions. There's been recent information provided to us that Ricochet anti-cheat has incorporated new code that actually detects unlocker tools. Unlock all tools have been around since as far back as I can remember. These are actually programs that allow the person in the game to unlock all camos and all player skins, all operator skins, and so on. These tools don't only unlock the free camos in the game, they are linked to unlocking all of the blueprints and everything out of the paying store as well. So this is why it becomes a big problem for Activision when everybody who's using these tools is able to actually get everything from the store for free. Think about how much money is being lost from Activision at this point. So Activision are not going to sit back and allow this type of thing to happen. These tools are highly linked to rage hackers simply because when people are rage hacking, they will put new camos on every single new account they get after being permanently banned on their previous account. So these features have been going on since Modern Warfare 2019. They've also actually crossed over to Cold War and now over to Vanguard as well. It doesn't only allow you to unlock the camos that it takes for grinding the gun. Okay, so people do want to unlock Damascus, people do want to unlock Dark Matter, and people do want to unlock Atomic. But this actually unlocks all of the buy factors in the store. Everything that you can actually purchase with real money can be unlocked for free using these tools. However, there seems to have been new code implemented now, which is stopping people from being able to do this. And it's not only going to remove the camos from the guns that you've used, it's actually going to cause a problem for the person's account. It could actually lead to a permanent ban based on the information that we've been provided. It's like the time when Ricochet anti-cheat source code was actually leaked to these cheat developers and they were able to bypass the Ricochet anti-cheat at that point in time. However, they have started to implement new features into the source code. At the time the anti-cheat was actually leaked, you could see within the source code that the anti-cheat was actually live on a kernel driver level. So people were able to actually access the source code and see what had been implemented. Now the information that we've been sent today is an image of some of the code, but it actually shows parts of it stating about things being checked to do with weapon camos. And we're going to show you that code now. So within this code now it states weapon.check weapon should be equipped function, with a hell of a lot of code within there. The information I've been provided alongside this image is that now not only are they trying to detect whether or not unlock tools have been used, but they are actually doing something about it. So for anybody who has used an unlock tool in the past, sometimes your camos will disappear that you've used an unlock tool for. And that is pretty much all Activision have ever really done about it, is remove the camos that you've unlocked for free. But it appears now that people are actually getting hit with shadow bans and bans for using unlock tools. Based on this code here, it's been implemented into the game now for these checks to be done, which is great to see because it means that Ricochet anti-cheat is starting to work on other features and features that people didn't deem to be cheating. Many content creators and streamers have used unlock tools in the past. Guys, for anybody who wants to see this code in all its glory, we will put it on full screen for you now so you can have a pause and a read through it. Read me. Read me. But as we previously mentioned, a lot of content creators found unlocker tools to not be a cheating method. Many of them saying that they didn't have the time to actually go onto multiplayer to grind to get their camos. Now fair enough, if people are using unlocker tools to unlock the camos in the game that you can unlock just through time and effort, well, that's not really theft in any way. But the fact that these unlocker tools are highly linked to the store and how you can unlock everything for free, that is why it becomes a problem. So even if the person using the unlocker tool has only done it for the certain camos that they wanted to unlock on the grind, but didn't have time to, it is still linking their account to an unlocker tool that actually robs from Activision. So theft from Activision is what's probably caused Activision to act upon this and actually implement something into the code that's causing detection of unlocker tools. We will be looking to see if we find out any more information about this moving forward, but you can actually have a look at certain points of this code and you can really see what's being said. Some of you will have paused and had a read of it already, but I'm just going to zoom in on a couple of moments here. So the first point at the top, it says weapon. Check weapons should be equipped, right? Weapon ownership check started. And then the next part here that really stood out to me was weapon ownership check found unowned watch, right? So it's not just a case of camos, it's not just a case of the blueprints, it's everything in the game that can be unlocked, whether that be an operator skin, whether that be a watch, whether that be a sticker for your gun, a camo for your gun, everything is unlocked with these unlocker tools. And it's basically going through the list on this, stating things that are not owned. Weapon ownership check found unowned weapon variant of ID. Weapon check found unowned camo. Weapon check found unowned reticle, and so on. So this is actually showing that these things have been detected by the game as not being owned by the person who's used the unlocker tool. So it is definitely great news that these are being detected. Although there are bigger issues in the game, which we know of, it is still great to see that Activision and Team Ricochet are doing their bit. So for anybody out there who ever questioned whether or not an unlocker tool was a form of cheating, hopefully this does answer your question. Team Ricochet are now enforcing shadow bans and bans for anybody who's used unlocker tools by the look of it, and it is removing unowned items from the person who used the unlocker tool as well. So maybe, just maybe, you might see some of these top level streamers with absolutely no camos, but at the same time, if they are whitelisted, then who knows what that whitelist actually entails. Because if you remember rightly, there was a time where a streamer at a high level who was playing with some Call of Duty partners managed to get his account unbanned from a permanent ban within a 3-hour period live on stream, after admitting to using an unlocked tool as well. There is a video on the Bad Boy Beaman channel showcasing how Stukawaki was permanently banned live on stream as he was meant to be entering into a tournament. He was actually in a party chat with Mutex and Tommy from 100 Thieves, and these guys actually helped him get in touch with somebody from Activision, and after that he was able to get his account unbanned. He did admit live on stream that he was actually using an unlocker tool to unlock the Ultra, and he fully admitted that live on stream, but then still changed his story when speaking to the Activision representative. He changed his story to state that his account was hacked and he didn't know why it was banned, and it turns out that that excuse actually managed to get his account back for him. Under 3 hours it took, and he had his account back, even after admitting to using the unlock tool. But back then, was this code incorporated into the game? No. So maybe, just maybe, this may lead to other content creators as well as Stukawaki finding themselves getting their camos removed, or a shadow ban, or permanent ban. Either way, at that point in time it looked like Stukawaki was added to the whitelist when he had his account unbanned from a permanent ban. And if you do want to check that video out, it is linked in the description below guys, so be sure to go and check it out and you'll see the full story on Stukawaki. But the main focus today is about the code that's been incorporated. And the code is right here for everyone to see, and anybody who is thinking of using an unlocker tool because they've been told that it's not a cheating method, let it be known that Activision and Team Ricochet seem to be working on that now to actually cause problems for those who use those tools. So make sure, if you do think about doing it, don't. It's not worth it. Your account will be banned. You may as well put in the time and effort to unlock the camos you want, and if you want anything from the store, well, you either buy it or you just look at it in the store and don't buy it. It's simple as that. There's no point in cutting corners, there's no point in using anything that's a third-party software, because at the end of it, it looks like Activision are going to clamp down on all things that cost them money. And when we do find out any more information in regards to new implementations to the code and what Ricochet Anti-Cheat are actually incorporating, we'll make sure we keep you posted here on the BBB Gaming News channel. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. BBB, over and out. Thank you very much for making it this far through the video, and if you did enjoy the video guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you fancy sharing the video out as well, it helps the channel massively. And if you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and whack that notification bell so you don't miss any of our daily news uploads. You don't want to miss out. We have fun here, we give you the news on a daily basis, but also for anybody who can't watch the videos on the move, and you feel like you want to keep up to date with the news in other ways, we do have a website, www.bbbgamingnews.com. It's actually linked in the description of every single one of our videos. We put out multiple news articles about gaming related things across all boards, all different games, all different consoles, all different gaming news. Go and check it out, and thank you very much for watching once again.